Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Stretford. How you all doing? Welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. I hope you're doing well. It is the countdown for IPSWICH against Manchester United coming up very, very shortly, guys. Big news. Godwill Kokonki, the 16-year-old defender, will be in the United squad today. I mean, that is latest news coming out of Manchester United. Absolutely fantastic, of course, that we're giving the youngster a chance, within the squad. Even if he doesn't play today, it's a good things or signs of things to come, isn't it? Really good thing, the signs of things to come. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, if you are new, and smash a like on the video. We are ready. We are pumped up, guys, for the match. Ruben Amorim's first match as Manchester United manager. We can't wait for it. We're excited. We're buzzing. Everything in between, guys. This is where it's at. Stretford Post, where it's all happening, guys. Let's read some of your messages, guys. Let's read it. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Absolutely. Big up, Kazi. Good afternoon. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Darkrow, big up, Darkrow. How you doing? Good to see you, mate. Sal, looking good, bruv. Mashallah. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, I had to get a trim. We're losing 4-0 today, Sal. We're losing 4-0 today, Sal. What's going on, Mad Advanced? What is wrong with you? You're winning 4-0, mate. Don't go on that pessimist train on this channel, guys. Please don't do that. Absolutely. Absolute love from the US. Big up, Gunner 2007. Hope you're doing well. Really good to have you on board. Good to see you, mate. Hope everything is good. Are you a Gunner? It's got Gunner in your name. Are you a Gunner? Are you an Arsenal fan? Good to have you here regardless anyway. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today on this journey, guys. It's going to be a very, very dramatic evening, of course, guys. A lot could happen. You know what? It's going to be ups and downs. But one thing is, I'm excited. I'm buzzing. I can't wait for the game to start, guys. And this is why I'm doing this countdown show. It's only a half an hour show today, but you know what? I'm gonna make sure we fit everything in it until 8 o'clock, of course, when I will be going live for the live watch along. I can't wait for it, guys. And as we get the news, of course, in regards to team news, we will break it, of course, guys. So lots of things can happen, guys. Absolutely. So yes, Kokonki is in the Manchester United squad. You know what? Fantastic, of course. Fantastic. Very bold from Ruben Amorim. If we're being honest, very, very bold, my friend. I mean, to play a young player, put him into the squad, a player we haven't seen too much of. You know what? It shows that he's got his ear to the ground, of course, guys. He's got his ear to the ground. And you know what? He knows all about the young players at Manchester United. So that is exciting, of course, guys. Gunnar, from Israel, where you from? I'm from London originally, mate. From London, my friend. I'm living in the UAE at the moment, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Class of 92 coming back. No way. I think so. Absolutely. Good morning, afternoon, evening, going around the world. We are excited. I am waiting to see the team news. Can't wait for it. David Lingham. I can't wait for it. Absolutely can't wait for the actual team news, guys. That's the big news. That's the big thing we've been waiting for, isn't it? Look, guys, don't expect huge changes. No, don't be surprised if we have 2 wing backs, 3 at the back, 2 in midfield, two defensive, 2 attackers with 1 up front. Don't forget if it's something along those lines, guys, because nothing is going to change dramatically too soon. What he's doing is building up gradually to play his formation. So gradually he'll have his formation ready, guys. So it's not going to be straight away. It will be a gradual thing that he might change bits here, bits there, bit like a building something. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely, of course, guys. Absolutely. Ipswich is doing great. Ipswich are doing great, my friend. Ipswich are doing great. But you know what? We're Manchester United. We're Manchester United, ain't we? Absolutely. That's what we are, guys. Absolutely. Manchester United all day long. We should be winning against Ipswich Town. As I said earlier in the other show, 2002 was the last time we went to Portman Road. We won 1-0. It's not necessarily going to be an easy game, guys. Absolutely not. Not necessarily. So we have to be ready. I think 1-1 draw, then that brace. Oh, goodness me. God, blimey. I wouldn't take that. I mean, look, you know what? Whatever happens today, you know what? We're not going to get overreact. Even if we win, we're not going to overreact. I mean, maybe we might overreact just a little. It is my birthday tomorrow. So, you know what? I might overreact a little bit, guys, if I'm being honest with you. But you know what? If it's a draw, so be it. So be it. Let it be a draw. It's a draw. That's it. Okay. Do you know what I mean? But you know what? Wouldn't it be lovely to win? Would be lovely for Ruben Amorim to get off to a magnificent start. I really do think we will. I think we will. I think the charisma, the aura around Ruben Amorim will set us up nicely. Of course, rival fans in the chat, absolutely. Big up the rival fans. That's absolutely fine, Kazi. I don't mind rival fans in the chat. Of course, you know what? As long as it's constructive, we don't mind. We're a football community at the end of the day. Big up everyone who joins me today. As long as it's constructive, as long as it's, you know what I mean, football talk, of course, guys, absolutely. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I want United to win. I want so fans, so I will want United to win any game. Greatest rivalry of football. Greatest rivalry, absolutely. We had some of the best moments in the Premier League history. Man United and Arsenal put the Premier League on the map, really, didn't they? It was because of our success that teams like Man City, teams like Chelsea had the elevation, do you know what I mean, to become who they were, of course, you know what I mean? So, you know, thanks to us that the Premier League is so prestigious now because of our rivalries and stuff like that, of course. Good point, my friend, absolutely. Big up, David. Big up. I will not. You know, I know you're not going to want Man United to win this. So I don't think anyone really truly wants Ruben Amorim to get off to a winning start. I know that they don't want that. I mean, there's going to be a lot of bitterness, of course, in the fan base. That's okay. That's rivalry. That's banter. I don't mind. At the end of the day, you can want us to lose, but I'm telling you right now, guys. I'm telling you right now, we're going to win today, my friend. We're going to win handsomely. And you know what? We are back, guys. For not given. No surprise there. No surprise there, my friend. Let me just see the latest score on all the games, guys. Let me just see. Still 0-0 between Southampton and Liverpool, of course. You know what? I'm not surprised. Do Liverpool get penalties against them? Do they get any penalties against them? I'm not too sure that they do because I haven't seen one for quite a while. It's a bit like Manchester City, isn't it? To be honest with you, absolutely need a yellow card. Referees do need yellow cards. What do you guys think? Do referees need yellow cards? Do they need red cards? That'd be incredible, wouldn't it? Someone from VAR calls up. Oh, you know what? You got to give Clattenburg a yellow card. You got to give Clattenburg a yellow card. Give him a red card, of course. Free kick, Lingham. Big up. I am Arteta out, Sal. He is a fraud. We need Nagelsmann. No way Arteta winning anything. Look, you know, at the end of the day, Arteta has changed the way Arsenal believe in their football club in regards to Arsenal. Arteta has done wonders at Arsenal. Let's not get twisted. But the problem is that you're ultimately judged on how many trophies you win. He did win the FA Cup. However, it was under Ruben Amorim's team, isn't it? You came very close last season, mate. You know what I mean? You were within a whisker away from winning the league. You know, we saw what happened with Tottenham and Manchester City when Son went through, didn't he? And if he scores that goal, the title was in your hand at the end of the day. But you know what? That's football, isn't it? You did challenge, and any other season, you would have won the league. Unfortunately, we're in a league now where, you know what, sinister things are happening. Cheating is happening. And you know what? We have to like fight together to get rid of this illness within the Premier League, of course, because ultimately that's what it is. It is an illness. It's a cancer within the Premier League, and we have to get rid of these teams, of course, guys. Because you know what, part of me was so happy yesterday in regards to Arsenal. No, not Arsenal. Tottenham smashing up Man City. Do you know what I mean? Tottenham smashing up Man City. It was fantastic. They did. The other part of me was like, oh my goodness me, it's going to give Liverpool an advantage, you know, and that is one thing that I don't want. Of course, that's why I'm rooting for the Saints today, guys. Let's go Saints. Absolutely. And Dr. Sal, will Amorim become too bold and brave in the process of proving all his seriousness to us? I hope, Darko, I really just hope, one thing I really hope is that he just does his thing, he gets on with it and doesn't listen to the outside noise. That's all I want him to do. At the end of the day, we believe in him. I mean, before even Erik ten Hag left the club, Ruben Amorim was my first choice to be Manchester United manager. You know, and I said that ages ago. I said Ruben Amorim is a fantastic manager. And you know what? I just hope he just sticks to his philosophy, sticks to his ideas, and doesn't change it just because of pressure from the outside. That's all I care about at the end of the day. He is serious manager. He's a good manager. He's the best young manager in Europe, in my opinion. And I feel like he will do bits for us, but we're going to have to be patient ourselves. We're going to have to be a little bit more calm because we're not going to go on a winning run of 20 games. And actually, I mean, I would love that to happen. Don't get me wrong, but we're not going to go on a winning run of 20 odd games and then win the league at a counter. We will one day, maybe. But at the moment, I don't think that's going to happen, in my opinion. But in regards to Ruben Amorim, fingers crossed, it just all works out. It all fits together like a puzzle. And you know what? We move because it's been too long, guys. It's been too long that we've been in the doldrums. We've been in the mess, you know, of 11 years of lack of challenging for the league, underachieving. We win the odd cup here and there. But you know what? In the 80s, we were a cup team at the end of the day. And you know what? We need to change that into a Premier League challenging team and a Champions League winning team. That's what we need to do. It can happen, guys. Anything can happen in football, of course. Of course. Rest need orange cards. Absolutely, Kazi. My goodness me. They should be suspended, whatever. Like, you know what? They don't get held accountable. Everyone else in football gets held accountable apart from referees, of course. Yeah. But we don't talk about what happened, or what happened. Nobody cares. So, yeah, absolutely. No one doesn't care. Absolutely. I agree with you. Absolutely spot on, Gunnar. At the end of the day, Man United came second twice under Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But one thing I would say about Arteta, and I'll say it right now, he's one or two players away from challenging. He's one or two players from winning that title. He needs a striker in there. He does need a striker in there. Arsenal have been crying out for a striker for a long time, but you know what? As you said, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Big up, Dunny B. How you doing, my friend? Big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Sal, are you sure Man United haven't done any cheating under the Glazers? No, I don't think we have. And if we have, it hasn't worked, has it? It hasn't worked. So at the end of the day, you know what? That's probably been swept under the carpet. But no, I don't think Man United done any cheating. I don't think so. I think they're too money driven to be cheating. I think they'll just be like, all right, you know what I mean? We do enough to get by. I mean, they're the only ownership that continuously throw FFP in our face, ain't they? They're the only ownership who continue to tell us that we ain't got no money. One thing I do believe, though, Darko, is that they have done sinister things when it comes to Manchester United in regards to taking their dividends and taking money at the football club and ruining the football club, the stadium, etc. I feel like they have done criminal activity. I believe that is a criminal activity because I do believe that Manchester United are a heritage club in England. And without Manchester United, you know what, there's no Premier League at the end of the day. You know, so I do believe that, and they've done sinister things to Manchester United. But you know what, in regards to the Premier League and that stuff like that, I don't think really they have really broken any rules. I mean, goodness me, I'm not going to count my chickens, but I don't really think they've broken any rules, guys, if I'm being honest. Big up Danny B, big up Darko, big up everyone. Say, Sal boy, what a week so far. Hope it gets better and a huge win. Hopefully it gets. Tonight is the night, as if when we go home, and you know what? We have the energy. Hopefully we got the positive. I'm home already. But if we got the positive energy and you know what? Things are looking up, guys. Absolutely. Guys, listen, I'll be doing this show and then I'll have an hour off and then I'll be on the watch along, guys. So please don't forget to join me for the stream. It's going to be emotional, guys. You know what? Here's the place to be. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. We don't just do the odd game here and there. We're pushing it, guys, this season. We're pushing it. Absolutely. Big up. What gives you more pleasure, seeing your club winning a match or rivals losing miserably? Seeing my club winning the match every single day, Gunner 2007. Every single day. I mean, I don't like to talk about loser mentality. I don't like to do that. I never thought that I would be that guy. You know what I mean? As a Man United fan for nearly 40 years, I never thought I would be that guy who'd be like, you know what, I hope they win so that they don't win the league. I never wanted to be like that. You know what I mean? It's like a double-edged sword, isn't it, really? And you want yourselves to be challenging, you know? So I'm like, I hope they all lose. Do you know what I mean? It's horrible. But in regards to rivalry, it is Liverpool who, you know what, we don't want. They could easily equal our tally of the Premier League titles. They could equal our tally. So we don't want them to equal our tally. We're 20 times. They're 19 at the moment. So you know what? We don't want that to happen. Absolutely not. And we have to stop it by hook or by crook. Stop them from winning the title, guys. Absolutely. Yow. Absolutely. Yes. Danny B, Danny, Darkrow, double D in the house. Pick up. I think we're going to win 3-0 without Amorim. We would have won. Now we have the best coaches, the players, and impress the coach the next game on Thursday. They must fight and retire. Absolutely, David. We're up for it, my friend. I'll take 3-0 all day, my friend. 3-0 all day. I'll take that, my man. Absolutely, 3-0. That is absolutely. I'll take another lovely result. That would be, of course, nice and comfy. So 2 weeks. Big up, everyone. Kokongi on the bench. What you reckon, Sal? I think he's in the squad. That's all I know at the moment. He's in the squad. I can't wait to see Kokongi. He looks about 25, doesn't he? He doesn't look 16 years old. Incredible. Another one of the great conveyor belt of young players coming through at the great club of Manchester United. Every season we're doing this, guys. Every season we're bringing through a new player. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully becomes a mainstay in the first team and plays a lot of football. And, you know, it becomes a Manchester United legend. Because you know what? At the end of the day, that is what it ultimately boils down to. We want them to succeed. We want the young players to come through. Youth, courage and success. That is what it's all about at the end of the day. And we hope that, you know what, he gets some game time during the next week or so. He might even play against Bodo Glimt. Who knows, of course, guys. One thing we do know is Ruben Amorim plays free at the back. So you know what? He's going to need as many defenders as possible. Because in case we get an injury, we got a new player to come in to fit in like a glove, of course. Get to guys today 100 likes. Yeah, maybe in the watch along, Madavant said, thank you very much, my friend. Maybe in the watch along we can get to 100 likes. Can we get to 100 likes, my friends? Absolutely. Hi, that button lurkers watching. It costs. Absolutely. Thank you, Danny B. Thank you, Danny B. You legend. Please don't forget, guys, to smash a like, obviously, on the video. It's only a half-an-hour show tonight, guys, by the way, because I've got a couple of things to do. Then I'm gonna find out the team news, and I'm gonna be online. Of course, guys, follow watch along. Of course, 8 o'clock. What time? 4 o'clock UK time. 4 p.m. UK time, I'll be here, guys. Absolutely. Sal, they need a striker and we need a goalkeeper, left back, centre back, wing back, DM, CM, striker, wingers, and good medical staff to win the league. And good fans as well, Madam. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because some of them, do you know what I mean? Last season really proved them not fans. Absolutely. Just can't stand international breaks. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe the international break was a blessing in disguise. Who knows? You know, who knows if it was a blessing in disguise? Maybe it was. What did you like about the Amorim interview post on podcast? Honesty, what he said about honesty, about the way these players run and how they should be running, how they should be pressing. Another thing that really captured my eye is that he said that he's not like everyone else. Basically, don't paint me with the same brush. He's no Jose Mourinho. He's not, obviously, Louis van Gaal is a different type of manager, and he's going to do different type of things. It's a new decade. It's a new era at Manchester United, of course. That I liked. Also, what I liked is that, you know what, he said he's going to support these players and he's going to believe until those players prove him wrong. So that is a key quote there. Until they prove me wrong, you know, and don't be surprised if some of those players do prove him wrong. I mean, I don't want to say that too loudly, but don't be surprised if they do. And we know who the culprits most likely will be, of course. We really hope that they don't. And we really hope that they perform for the badge, of course, guys. Absolutely. Liverpool are the closest club to United. If we stay like this for 10 years, they will become the greatest English club. It's time to titles and Champions League, at least one chapter. We need to stop them, absolutely, Mad Advance, from doing what they do. You know what I mean? This season, we need to stop them from equaling in our tally as in the Premier League, of course, guys. We need to stop that from happening. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Come on, Ruben, Amorim's army, guys. That's what it's all about. There's no downers on this. It's Ruben, Amorim's army, my friends. And that is what we're here for. Absolutely. Absolutely. Not I mean Arsenal. Absolutely. Not I mean Harry. Not I mean, you get me there again, Kazi. You know what I mean, Harry. I spoke to Frank Bruno not long ago. Funny enough. Yeah. I was going to interview him for this show. It wasn't too well at the time, but I was going to interview him for the show. Yeah. On this channel. Might happen in the future. Of course. Big up. Why can't becoming the first team player for Dan Gore? It's such disrespect to him. He should leave. Such a great player, underrated. I mean, Ruben Amorim needs defenders. At the moment, we need defenders. We got three. We play three at the back. And you know what? If any one of those defenders get injured, we need a defender to come in. Lindelof and Maguire, obviously, he doesn't trust them. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not too sure about the formation at the moment. At the end of the day, guys. But yeah, you know what? Dan Gore will get his chance. Don't worry. Dan Gore will get his chance. You know what? It's a waiting game at the end of the day. It is a waiting game, if we're being honest. And you know what? We have to trust the process, trust Ruben Amorim, who he picks. You know what I mean? Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. All that matters is Manchester United winning the game. Apparently, there is no Licha Martinez as well today. There is no Licha Martinez in the squad today, apparently. That is the news coming out. Of course, Licha Martinez picked up an injury a week ago. And he's not in the Manchester United squad. Apparently, this is news coming through, filtering through that he's not in the squad. So that is another reason to play Kokonki, isn't it? That's another reason to bring Kokonki into the squad, of course, guys. Yeah, Dan Gore is injured. Yeah, he's had a serious injury, of course. He's been injured for a while as well. Something weird happened in UAE. Point to the nose. What's that? Something weird happened in UAE. Point to the nose. What do you mean by that, mate? What did you mean by that? What's that? What's happened? We are playing against Kieran McKenna. I personally will hate him to beat, but it's United first, no matter what. Absolutely. Glory, Man United. That's it. That's what we are. We support the team. That is what it's all about, of course, my friend. Absolutely. Danny B, but he is almost 21. He deserves a place in the squad, and Amas got a pre-season before him. He's injured, my friend. He's injured, Madavan said at the moment. I think being injured on and off since pre-season, he probably moved on loan or sold. Could be. You know what? We don't know how good these players are until we actually see them play first day football. We might see Malacia get 20 minutes. I won't be surprised, Danny B. I won't be surprised. There's a lot of, obviously, Malacia has posted on Twitter, of course, guys, about, you know what I mean, for the Ipswich game. So it does look like he's going to be in the squad. It does look like he's going to be in the squad. How long is it since Tyro Malacia was in the Manchester United squad, guys. It seems like forever, doesn't it? It seems like forever. Crying out loud, absolutely. What are your thoughts on Rashford and Casemiro American trip? I personally support Gary. He was right pointing out. Mate, Asif, there's one thing I would say, right? And I'm going to say it like this, right? Any other time, it's fine, right? But when you have a new manager coming in and your chance is to impress that, your job is to impress that new manager. I don't think you should be doing it. I really don't. I don't think you should be doing it. And Ruben Amorim basically said in his interview that it wouldn't happen under his watch. It was the club who decided to do that, but he didn't have a say at that time. And they planned it from before. But going forward, those things will change. And basically, Ruben Amorim did say that would change. Because at the moment, if you haven't performed for 11 odd months, I know it's his own time. I know that. I get that. But at the end of the day, if you want to be the best, if you want to challenge for titles, you want to challenge for Champions League, you know what you have to do for that Manchester United badge. You know what you have to do. And you know what? Commitment. Your whole life should be Manchester United. Getting Manchester United back. I want to be a legend at Manchester United. That should be your mentality. Unfortunately, and sadly, I don't think he's got that. I think other priorities come before anything else, of course, guys. And you know what? One thing I would say about Marcus Rashford, a lot of noise is it surrounds Marcus Rashford. But when it comes to the game today, all I care about is Marcus Rashford doing the business and winning us the 3 points. That's it. And I hope he scores. Let's see, of course. We might see Malacia start as well. You never know, guys. Lineup coming very soon. 18 months. Absolutely, Kazi. That's correct. Yeah, even worse. FA Cup final was his last game. Wow. Yeah. That is mad, isn't it? True said, absolutely. It was his last game, FA Cup final. Incredible, isn't it? When you think about it, you know what I mean? I mean, the injuries that we've had this season and last season are astronomical at the end of the day. Too many injuries. Hopefully that changes in the future. I just feel like some of these players are not intense enough. They don't run hard enough. But you know what? I'm not going to bring any downers today because it is Ruben Amorim's first game for Manchester United and we're buzzing at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we're buzzing and I'm excited to see the team. I'm excited to see us under a new manager, guys. It's been a while, isn't it? 2 years, hasn't it? So I'm excited to see Ruben Amorim ball today, guys. Absolutely. And big up everyone. Of course, Kenny, big up Sal. Amorim ball is going to cook today. Absolutely, Kenny. I agree with that, my friend. Absolutely. I agree. We're going to cook today. I hope so. Fingers crossed. The most important thing, as I've been stressing on this program, is that, goodness me, we get the 3 points. Because at the moment, we're drifting down that Premier League table. You know what? Teams are dropping points. We need to capitalize on those teams dropping points, of course. Liverpool probably won't drop points today. Maybe not. You know, I hope they do. But you know what, Southampton, you know, you never know with Southampton. We did beat them 3-0, of course, at St. Mary's. So, you know what, I won't be surprised if Liverpool win that eventually. Hopefully, they at least get a draw. We need teams to drop points. If we're going to move up that table, you know what, we've got around 10 teams ahead of us. So we got to hope that teams drop points. But most of all, we've got to look after ourselves. We've got to look after ourselves. You know, we can't expect anyone else to look after us, of course. If Ruben Amorim loses today, the agenda around Rude is going to be crazy. Yeah, you know what? This is one thing. Survival of the fittest, including mentally for the fans, of course, guys. We cannot overreact regardless what happens today. If we lose the game, touch wood, we don't lose the game. But if we lose the game today, it's very important we don't overreact because this is a new manager in a new system, in a new league. We have to be calm, guys. We have to be calm. You know what? At the end of the day, if those players don't perform for the badge, those players are going to be out regardless. And as I said many times, Ruben Amorim is the silent assassin, guys. He's the silent assassin. Big up, everyone. Big up, of course. Said no ifs or buts. We are winning today. I hope so, my friend. 12th place. Absolutely 12th place. Not good enough. I just don't want to hear any Rude talk anytime. No, we need to move on, guys. Look, Ruud van Nistelrooy, I wish him the best of luck. He's always going to be a legend and welcome at Old Trafford, of course, guys. But Ruud van Nistelrooy is not a Manchester United manager now. He's not at the club, so we're going to have to look forward, obviously, to Ruben Amorim ball, guys. Let's do this. Yes, I remember Amorim saying that if the club who informed the players about 5 days off is too much. 3 days off would have been the best. I will see to it. It won't happen under my watch. Absolutely, Asif, and that's exactly what I'm saying. I do not get people who are backing the trip. I don't. I really don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. At the end of the day, I don't think it's wise when you're not performing on the pitch. If you're performing, you're scoring goals, we're top of the league, fair play. Do what you like. At the end of the day, I just want you to stay on form. But if you're not on form, a new manager's come into the club, and you know what? You're a perfect opportunity to prove them wrong. You know what? Today's the opportunity. Today's their opportunity to prove us wrong. You know what? And it's not just about today. It's about consistency. Man United need consistency. That's what we need, of course. Goodbye. See you in a few days. Study week now. Big up, man. Advance here. Don't forget, I'm on live later on at 4 p.m. for the watch along, guys. Don't forget, of course, guys. Can't wait for it. Absolutely. Huge win will give us better goal difference, and that can bring us up to 9th or 10th place this week. Yes. I mean, it's terrible for Man United to be talking about 9th and 10th, but, you know, it is what it is. And I do believe that we will move up that table pretty quickly. Once we start winning those games, we will move up that table pretty quickly, guys. I'm excited about this game because I do believe Ipswich give teams chances. I think they're wide open at times, and I think they do give teams chances, if I'm being honest. And I'm excited to see this game, and it's interesting. There's lots of things to think about, of course, guys. Let me just check out the latest news. No, Licha Martinez, of course. Rumor is in the news that Licha Martinez is not playing today. Of course, guys, will not play. No Licha Martinez in the squad. Apparently, no Licha Martinez in the squad. Has not recovered quickly enough from his injury. Sad as it is. So, more interesting news could come in regards to that lineup, of course, guys. It could change, of course. Karate kick that like button and uppercut the subscribe button. Absolutely, Kazi. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much, you legend. Thank you very much, my friend. Of course, everyone who's joined me today. Don't forget the watch along, though. Later on, literally an hour and a half away, I'll be live, guys, for the watch along. The exciting time. Half an hour's time. Was it about half an hour's time? It's about an hour's time that the team news will be leaked, of course, guys. It'll probably be before that. You know what it's like. The team news gets leaked, etc., etc. You know what they're like, you know, with the media and stuff like that. As soon as they get a little snippet, you know what, they let it loose, of course, guys. So the team news will be out very, very soon, and that will be very, very interesting, guys. Of course, can't wait for it, buzzing for it, up for it, guys, absolutely. Don't forget to join me for the watch-along, literally, guys, coming very, very soon. Danny B, looking like Licha going to be injury-prone player, hopefully not too medical teams need sacking. You know what, it's a sad, isn't it? You know, always Licha Martinez, the only left-sided centre-back in our squad, you know what I mean, gets injured. Surprise, surprise, isn't it? Surprise, surprise. We can't catch a break when it comes to that, can we? At the end of the day, thank God we got Lenny Euro coming back and players such as that. This is why Manchester United were after Branthwaite. This is why they're after Diamonde. This is why they're after those players and Canazio, of course, because of things like this, these problems that we keep happening with our injuries, guys. I would love to know the stats, how many injuries we've had in a year. It's got to be some kind of record, guys. It really has to be some kind of record, if we're being honest. No, surprise. I expected that, mate. I expected that. Liverpool being 1-0 up, that's no surprise. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No surprise, of course. Absolutely not. That's not going to be ruled out for VAR, is it? It's not going to be real. Licha injured. Someone got him injured. He was injured against Leicester City, mate, I think. He was injured. He came back from international duty. And he came back to England. I don't know. Something's happened. Must have happened since then. Silly. Absolutely. This is a must win for a game with some good goal margin. Will put us in a better position for to top 4. We are only 4 points away from the top 4. Next week, we may be in the top 4. Who knows? As if, you know what? You never know what can happen. Absolutely. We win our next 2 games. We win the next few games. Of course, it'd be a much more rosier picture, of course, guys. It'll be a much more positive, a much more enthusiastic picture going forward, of course, guys. Absolutely. Euro's back. Licha can rest. Come back fresh. Absolutely, as if. Come back fit and fresh, of course. But this is exactly why Man United need defenders. In particular, if we're playing 3 at the back, we do need cover. We need cover. It looks like Maguire and Lindelof and Evans could be leaving the club going forward. So, you know, we do need to obviously dip us 1-0. Man. I know, mate. I know. Szoboszlai with the goal. Szoboszlai, whatever you say, it's Szoboszlai. Absolutely no lie. The absolutely only lie is the Scousers, of course, guys. That's absolutely... yeah, but you know what? I expected that result. I expected that score, to be honest with you. It's no surprise to me. Don't expect them to lose or draw that game. 2-0, 3-0. Simple as that. Southampton are rubbish. This league, obviously, when you go in the second half of the table, it's rubbish, to be honest with you, even though we are in the second half of the table, to be honest with you. But you know what I mean. Absolutely. Yeah, it is rubbish, to be honest with you. But, guys, what can we do? Good evening, Pearl. How you doing, my friend? You join me. Absolutely right. It's at the pinnacle of the show, the end of the show, guys. Yes, guys. I'm back later on for the watch along, guys. Little bit of news. Let me see if there's any more news coming up on my screens here. Any more team news, of course, Really looking forward to this team news, guys. More than I've looked forward to it in a long, long time, guys. A long, long time. No news at the moment in regards to anything else. If we're looking at things, absolutely. Kobe Mainu, Luke Shaw, and possibly even Tyrell Malacia could all get minutes against Ipswich if the gaffer decides to use them. Harry Maguire is still 50-50. Harry Maguire is still 50-50, of course, guys. So we'll have to wait and see. It's nothing confirmed yet, guys. Of course, about the team news, this is just speculation at the end of the day. The team news should be here in around an hour, guys. Around an hour, we should have the team news, guys. Can't wait for it. Absolutely can't wait for it. I'm buzzing. Hopefully you're buzzing too, guys. This is Chatterbox. I'm Sal Warner for Stretford Post. Listen, see you at 4 p.m. UK time, guys. Let's do this, guys. Absolutely, let's do this. Let me read some of your other comments. Our injury and is in the mud. We have 60% of our team injured last season. Still, we never lost 5 in a row. Nobody will talk about pet fraud. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Absolutely. Come on, Southampton. They better score that free kick. Ward-Prowse doesn't play for them anymore, of course, guys. That, you know what I mean? Do you remember when Ward-Prowse, he used to be the saviour, he used to play for, obviously, Southampton? Do you remember those times? Of course, guys. Absolutely. Sorry, corner. There you go. Get me excited, Kazi. Get me excited. Big up, everyone. I'll be back at 4 p.m. UK time, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, join me for the watch-along. Glory, glory, Man United. Let's get it in, guys. Come on, let's get it in. We got this, guys. Come on. Peace.